Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you a channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets. Okay, so I have a channeled message for you guys. So, did you see that cut? That was beautiful. Oh my gosh, I had to go back. The Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. Your spirit guides are saying everything is working out. Okay, you're falling into alignment. So stop second guessing yourself. Stop wondering. Some of you might be in a time. Okay, look, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles on that cut with the Wheel of Fortune. Hello. You guys are spiritually like ramping up. You're in kind of like a lull, like a spiritual lull. So if you're feeling like your senses have kind of been dulled a little bit, it's because spirit wanted you to kind of dull your senses a little bit, to kind of like tone it down, to kind of take you a little bit out of that kind of like higher realm energy, not in a way that they wanted to like lower your energy, but they kind of were pushing you to really get into your body, to really get into your lower chakra energy, your root chakra energy. You might not have been getting as many messages, or you might be not be feeling that kind of. If you guys are the type of people who like channel or pull your own messages or do that, you'll know the feeling that I'm talking about. You know, that kind of energy flow feeling. That might be have kind of feeling like it's a little trickling down, or some days it might feel like it's way blown out, and then sometimes it feels like it's raining way in. Spirit is saying that they are doing this very much so on purpose to put you in a sense, because you have a lot of abundance coming into you. The wheel is turning. Timeline with this Wheel of Fortune, timelines are shifting for you. So it would have been a bit much for you, Spirit is saying, if you had been as open as you were before, or even more as open as you are going to start to be in the future. Over the next few weeks, over the next few months, like you're gonna be way kind of like, they're showing me like a bright light like blasting out of your third eye. So while this transitional energy is happening right now, and you're shifting over timelines, or you're shifting over into your new being, that kind of part of yourself kind of got turned down a little bit. And spirit wants you to know, like, it's not a punishment. It's not a sign that you're like, that you're shifting, or that you're downgrading, or that you're doing any of that. You know, it's a sense of, it's kind of dulling a little bit to prepare you for the burst that's coming on the other side of this. And it's going to come with a large amount of abundance. So spirit said, don't worry. You're falling into alignment. You're falling into a whole new cycle. Hello. How many times can I cut on that? Okay. Like, you are falling into, okay, they want me to pull that. Hello. Thank you, spirit. Death, right? You are going through this huge transitional moment right now. Okay. A huge transitional moment. And look at this, right? You are glowing. You are glowing. Spirit is saying that some of you are really feeling this Queen of Wands energy, where you're feeling very attractive, or on the other side of this, you're going to be feeling this very highly like attractive energy, where you're attracting in all of this experiences into yourself in multiple different types of ways, in multiple areas of your life. Ooh, hello. I did notice that behind here, I didn't show it, but behind here was that King of Cups energy. So there might be a water sign that you're interacting with, a masculine water sign, or you could be a masculine water sign. I definitely feel like, definitely some of you yourself, I'm feeling this more like your energy. There's definitely an outside energy that's in this Emperor energy as well, that's kind of on the outskirts of your auric field. But a lot of you are getting into this kind of like Emperor energy on the other side of this. This is interesting. It wants to show itself. Yeah, 100%. Ace of Pentacles. There's this huge blessing, this huge brand new beginning coming for you. So Spirit is saying, don't, Spirit is protecting this blessing for you. And you're manifesting this like crazy. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's shift over. Work. What did I say? I said that there was a lot of water sign energy, and then the death card came out. Look at that. I cut on both the Scorpio cards. Isn't that crazy? It's time to release negativity and work through your fears, right? A lot of that transitional, um was it Plutonian? Is that the way you say it? Plutonian energy, that kind of big transitional energy, like all around you, right? What do you need to release is on the bottom. So there is this feeling of release and let go. It's coming. Hello, North Node, like your destiny is calling. Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone, because there are some adjustments that need to be made, okay? Yes. Surrender, okay? There were adjustments that needed to be made, which is why this energy is kind of, you might have felt a little dulled, or you might have felt a little like, ooh, I need to rest up. Ooh, I need to sleep more. Ooh, I need to, all this, eclipse energy, all of, kind of recovering from Mercury retrograde. And I know that a Saturn retrograde is coming up. So Spirit is saying rest up right now, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of shifts coming up in your life. I definitely feel like you're going to have several tower moments coming up in your life, but it's going to be moments, Spirit saying, like, I know that in the past, like, we have said on the channel, yes, Spirit will create tower moments when it's like these unavoidable moments that need to happen. Or sometime in the past, tower moments have come up for you because it's like, oh, you're not doing something, so I'm going to be forced to do something and make a tower moment happen in your life. But Spirit saying it's not these moments are not that. They're kind of like these milestone moments in your spiritual journey. So Spirit is saying, you are stepping out of your comfort zone. You are stepping into your North Node energy. There is a brand new world opening up to you. There's a brand new timeline opening up to you. There's huge blessings coming into your life. So if you're feeling a little bit kind of like, what's this energy? What's happening? Just surrender to the divine plan, okay? Surrender and release. The full moon is also about releasing, right? Releasing and letting go of the remnants of this old past life, which you're already doing. At Spirit is kind of like, they're like, we're toning you down right now and bringing in as many new messages or new, channels or new spiritual awakenings and gifts to you right now, so that you can kind of, like wade in the water. I'm hearing that kind of like very soulful, like, ooh, like a baptism. I'm being shown like an old Southern baptism, which like literally going out to the creek or going out to, the river that's in the back, right? And being like, and I'm hearing people like doing that, like wade in the water, wade in the water. I'm hearing that, like, yeah, like, so people, woo, oh, your ancestors are coming through so strong. I'm getting the chills, you guys. So they're definitely telling you, like, you're going through like this kind of like baptism where you're being dunked and you're being like brought back up, and different. And there's kind of this feelings, you could have these feelings of anxiety, you could have these feelings of what's happening, because your body feels this kind of unstable nature of the transition, right? Unstable nature of the transition, but adjustments are required. Don't worry, love, right? Okay, you're very close to achieving your goals. So Spirit had to come in and take this action. It was required, right? Sorry, I didn't really let that, and again, with that Aries energy, that's more of that divine masculine energy. I feel like you have a very strong divine masculine energy around you, and your spirit guides that are coming through really strong, helping you through this transitional moment right now. A really strong masculine ancestor for some of you. Yeah. Okay, so you're very close to achieving your goals. So Spirit wants to tell you, you're very close to achieving your goals. Like, don't stop, keep pushing. Now I'm hearing journey, don't stop believing, okay? Luck is on your side. New Moon in Sagittarius, okay? Luck is on your side. Know that right now you're in a very lucky, abundant time in your life that you're manifesting pretty much like anything that you're kind of bringing up, that you're manifesting it into your life like really quickly. So be careful, adjustments are required. Again, is in the back. Show the world the real you. That's what's happening right now. There is this kind of unveiling, or kind of they're kind of like showing me like a blooming. It's like a person, it's like a rose blooming open, and then there's a person that's like standing in the middle of the rose, like the rose petals as they're like blooming around you. Yeah, it's time to release negativity. So there's this energetic field of like this karmic energy, this karmic wheel that you were on, kind of shifting. shifting and turning and releasing and letting go. Time to breathe out. Yeah, Spirit said you needed this time to kind of rest and realign and allow this to happen. Okay, end of a tough cycle is approaching. Thank you, Spirit. Right, surrender to the divine, because that's what they're doing right now, is ending this tough cycle for you. Right, there is a new energy field that's being formed like around you. Right, it's bringing in all these like incredible blessings. So the answers that you need are coming. So if you've had questions, if you've had unanswered, if you've been asking for guidance and you're just kind of like question marks, like what's happening, Spirit is saying trust and have faith, because things are being realigned for you right now. Your dreams need a practical plan. So Spirit is saying you have these dreams that you want to embark. Conclusions are within reach in this. So it's like, keep going, keep falling back on that divine plan. Right, there is a practical plan to all the dreams. Things have to be aligned. Right, you've put things out there into the universe. I want this, I want this, I want to achieve this, I want to have this. And Spirit is saying it takes time for some of those things to line up. It takes a matter of the divine plan like coming around. So have faith in your dreams. Thank you, Spirit, so much. Right, because you're showing the world the real you. Wow, beautiful. Yeah. So don't let your ego or your pride or your fears get in the way. Okay. Two more. Spirit wants me to pull two more, and then we'll go back to the tarot. Shifting gears is what I'm hearing. Shifting gears. So it's like you were working and developing on one thing, and now you're going to start working and developing a different thing, a different part of yourself, a different aspect of yourself, a different cycle, different things that you're healing, or a different experience that you're bringing into yourself, especially because of some decisions that you've been making here recently. No, you don't want that one. No. Spirit is saying stay confident. Some of you might have a North Node in Leo or South Node in Leo. North Node or South Node in Leo. North Node mostly. That might be a confirmation for some of you. Okay, so again, the answers you need are coming. So release any negativity and feeling like like your dreams are not going to come about, or your manifestations are not going to show up. Release to divine time. Okay, release to divine time, and know that the answers that you've been asking for, the questions, they're not going to go unanswered forever. Right, they're not going to go unanswered forever. You're going to get the answers that you've been seeking. You're going to find the stability that you need for right. You are being protected, you are being guided. There is a brand new sense of stability that's coming in for you. So don't be scared. You might be feeling this need to cling on to, like, you might have old habits that maybe that you were trying to release. Say that you were trying to let go of a bad habit like smoking or something like that, right? And suddenly out of nowhere you're doing really good, and then suddenly it just, like, you had a bad day or something like that, and you found yourself smoking it, or you found yourself eating those kind of greasier foods again when you were trying to kind of bring that back in together. There's something, or maybe perhaps you found yourself texting that friend or texting that ex, or maybe you found yourself being a little tempted by something to kind of go backwards a little bit into that comfort zone of things that you've been used to in the past. And Spirit is saying let go of those things, because you will find stability moving forward outside of that area, outside of those things. So trust and have faith in yourself, and understand that you don't have to kind of curl into yourself, into those old ways, those old thought processes, okay, to feel comfort, to feel safe. You might have felt the need to kind of climb into that cocoon because you felt this death, this transition energy happening so strongly around you, but Spirit is saying, you might have an energy here. I'm getting an energy too also of somebody having like a major glow up, and just their energy. It's like you're going to wake up, you're like, wow, I feel so much different. And people are going to be treating you differently. They're going to be talking to you differently. They're going to be, there's going to be like all these opportunities and all these doors just opening for you. And you might feel this sense of like, oh, whoa, where did this come from? I don't know. Am I ready for this? Like, I'm not used to this much attention, or I'm not used to this much, maybe you'll have a lot of people coming up to you, trying to talk to you, trying to hit on you, asking you out on dates, trying to get your number, or things like that. And I'm getting like this very incredibly attractive energy for you. And I feel like there is a part of you, you're kind of like unhealed part of yourself that's kind of stepping back, like, oh, I don't know, how do I handle this, how do I do this, how I've been feeling the uncomfortable nature of this transition. And so it's kind of made you maybe step back a few steps into some old habits or old ways that you were trying to break out of. And Spirit is saying it's okay. You're not being punished. You're not in trouble. You're not being sent to the corner. Like Spirit is just saying, be aware of that, right? And don't allow yourself to slip into those old cycles. Don't allow those old cycles to say, hey, don't you want to stay here? Exactly. Set up those boundaries, right? You might have old people or old friends. Maybe during like this Mercury retrograde, like the past comes back, right? Maybe you had some old people or old friends come back and try to treat you the same way they used to. And you were like, no, I don't have time for this, or no, I'm not going to be treated that way, or no, you know what? Stand firm in your boundaries. If you're like, no, I'm not eating food like that anymore, stop, right? Stop. But also don't be so hard on yourself that you're like, oh, well, I maybe perhaps I'm getting here that somebody had um battles with depression, okay? And a lot of times in the past, their depression, you would try to self-soothe, you try to self-medicate, or you would sleep a lot, and you might be feeling triggered because you've kind of been stepping back into a safe place. So maybe all of this, like, take a rest, slow down, don't get as many things accomplished right now. It's okay to slow down, and instead of doing 10 things a day, maybe only doing 1 or 2 things a day, right? It's okay, because you might have hit a place of burnout where you were just kept going and kept going and kept going. And now maybe you feel a sense of, oh, have I stepped back? Am I letting my depression, or am I letting my procrastination like take back over me? And Spirit is saying, that's something that you need to work on. Like, you need to stop thinking that you're procrastinating, or that you're not getting anything done if you're spending like a day in bed or something like that because you're sick or because you don't feel good. It's better to go ahead and give yourself those nourishing days, those times off. Go ahead and slow down your schedule if that's what you need to do, as opposed to being like, no, I'm just going to push through because I don't want to fall back into my old ways of procrastination or my old ways of not getting anything done, and then pushing yourself too far to the other side and giving yourself like a burnout feeling. The Spirit is saying, like, don't be so harsh on yourself right now. Be gentle with yourself during this transition, because it's not an easy time. Yeah, you're going through so much healing. And when I'm telling you, like, somebody here is about to be, I'm hearing, thrust into the spotlight. Like, somebody here is about to have a spotlight put on them in a very positive way, but you might take it as a front light, like, oh, am I ready for this? I don't know. Like, oh my gosh, like, what is happening? Like, suddenly out of nowhere. So it's like a video going viral, or like something that you said or that you did just suddenly like taking over, and like a bunch of people wanting to do it. It's like randomly posting on something, just randomly doing something, and people are, and then it gets like, like a million shares or like a million views or something like that. And you're just like, what? Like, what? Well, Spirit said maybe not a million, maybe like a couple of 100,000, but it's like, what? It's like, what just happened? Like, oh my gosh. So your body like instinctively might be anticipating that, and it might be stepping back because it's feeling the intensity of this new cycle coming on. Yes, the moon just flipped. What did I just say? There's the moon energy that's on the ground. I'm not going to pick it up, but the moon is, and it's in the upright. So there are some things intuitively, like with the High Priestess and that moon card, that you're really feeling emotionally right now. You're emotionally intuitively feeling that, and you're like, ooh, like your body's kind of like, I don't know how to feel about this. How do I process this? Oh my gosh. Okay, I am going to pick that one up. The Spirit is, yeah, exactly. 7 of Cups. How do I do this? There's so much. Suddenly all these options. So it's like going, yeah. So it's like going from, I'm not going to say like 0, right? But it's like, yeah, but they're just like, yeah, it's like going from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. They said real motherfucking quick. Like, yes, like, and it's kind of like your body might have been like instinctively kind of feeling that transition coming about. And you might be feeling a little bit confused, right? Like, all these answers, like, why did this happen? Like, oh my gosh, like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling that way? Why do I feel confused? There's this choice here with this Lovers card here. There's this choice between your lower and your higher self that's really unveiling itself here. Yeah, and instinctively you know that that's coming. There's that 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, So this, and on top of that, this is justice. This is justice coming out for you, right? This is everything that you've been asking for, everything that you've been manifesting coming about, right? And Spirit is saying, now is a time to lean into your strengths, to lean into the things that you know, right? You have already passed these tests, you have already learned these lessons. So Spirit is bringing these things forward to show you, like, wow, you're handling this so much better than you have in the past. You're really facing your fears, you're really doing this, okay? So don't, so watch the ways and make sure that you don't have those insecurities making you self-soothe and kind of like you're more like negative or karmic ways, or in ways that, maybe perhaps slow you down or like make you sluggish. Yeah, like I've been trying to get away from like fried foods, and I was at work and I totally forgot to pack my lunch the other day because I've been packing, like little like sandwiches with like grilled chicken and stuff like that in it. And I was like, you know what? I haven't had like fast food in a minute. So I like went out and I ate like a chicken sandwich. It was a chicken sandwich instead of like a burger, but it's a chicken sandwich. It was a fried chicken sandwich. And I felt so, it was, I had some fried chicken sandwich and some French fries. I felt so greasy and so sluggish after I ate that. I was just like, ugh. I was like, it didn't even taste good like it used to. And so, yeah, so it's like little moments like that where it's like you're gonna be being shown like, hey, it just doesn't hit like it used to. It just doesn't give you that same like comfort feeling like it used to. So you might be finding yourself being like, you know what, like you know what, I might used to eat ice cream or whatever it is to give me that feeling, but now it makes me feel sluggish. Now it makes, now like my comfort food is like a salad or broccoli or something like that. Like I feel so much better when I'm doing, the old way, and I can feel that, and it just it doesn't even have that same self-soothing energy like it used to. Like even if you had like exes or something like that come up, it's just like I don't even feel attracted to you like I used to. Like I don't, like, no. I don't even feel like being involved in drama. I don't even feel like being involved in this. Like it doesn't hit like it used to. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, exactly. You're just like, nah, nah, I'm good. I'm walking away from all the drama. I'm walking away from all that. It just doesn't have that same comforting feeling like it used to. And that's good. Spirit's like, that's good. Take notice of that and just be like, wow, I really am changing. I really am developing. It just doesn't, you know? Yeah. Seven of Wands. You feel like standing up for yourself. I'm really feeling like some of you might have had an energy step forward. Okay, never mind. We'll talk about that in a separate reading. I'm going to do a separate reading for that. Some of you might have an energy. It might have specifically been an Aries or a very strong masculine energy step forward to you during this Mercury retrograde, and you were just like, nah, I ain't got time for it. And also, I think some of you are definitely definitely coming towards you. Perhaps maybe a past love interest, and they came towards you, and you were just like, this doesn't even entertain me like it used to. Like, I'm not the same bitch. I'm not the same chick. I'm not the same dude. Like, it's just not, no, it doesn't do it for me. Exactly. And Spirit said, because of that, you're making those stronger choices for yourself. It's really helping you manifest. Okay. It's really helping you manifest something that's a little more what you're really looking for. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's wrap this up, and let's pull some. Okay. Take note of intuitive messages. Okay. Take note of intuitive messages. Dream and journey is sending out to me too. Let's pull some angels and ancestors for some final advice coming up. Look, okay. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. So again, mind your ego, mind any kind of like shadow energy that might be coming up, and kind of put it in its place and be like, look, you got to calm down. It's not, you know, that little shadow voice that's like, yeah, eat that extra burger. Yeah, go eat that fried food. And then you go do it and you're like, it doesn't give me that same comfort feeling anymore. That's progress. Okay, that's progress. See, it's progress. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Exactly. You're growing. That always gives me that kind of like Empress, kind of Queen of Pentacles vibe as well. Again, dream and journey is showing itself. It definitely wanted to show itself. It showed itself like 3 different times when I was shuffling. So again, with that, have faith in your dreams, have faith in where you're going. Take time to reflect, right? You're kind of reflecting back on, you know, where you've come from and releasing any last little bits that you need to let go of. Okay, see things from a higher perspective. See things in the divine, from the divine perspective, or, you know, see things from your spirit guide's perspective, or your higher self's perspective, who can see outside of space and time. You know, who can see outside of this moment of confusion, or outside of this moment of feeling like, you know, karmic BS might be kind of coming around. Exactly. Spirit, you know, again with the eagle. Right? Spirit is saying, you know, see outside, take a step back, right? Look at the big picture. Like you're doing so well and you're making so much progress. Spirit's very proud of you. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What else do you gotta say, Spirit? Sorry, I just kind of I just went off on a whole tangent in my mind. Okay. Yeah, you might be feeling a little distracted. Yeah, hold this space for yourself. Spirit is saying they're holding space for you right now to do, you know, to think about this, to ponder on this, to go inside and go in this kind of hermit mode, right? And Spirit is also saying that they're surrounding you with this protective energy. Again, like I said, right? Like your earth field is kind of being cleansed. Your chakras are kind of being cleansed. So you might be feeling a kind of like neutralized feeling right now is what they're saying. A neutralized feeling. Yeah. But protection guardian, drop your shield. You are being protected, okay? So don't worry about that. You are being protected. And this blessing that you have coming in is also being protected. So don't have fear in that, okay? Oh, several cards. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's like, okay, let's go ahead and finish this out. Okay. Knight, be brave and honest. So be brave and honest with yourself about what's really going on right now. Okay. Spirit's also saying that you're going to have an opportunity that's going to be landing in your lap. You're going to have to be very honest about it. For some of you, you might be like, honestly, I'm getting that you might have 2 opportunities. One might be like, I don't want to say a temptation necessarily, but it might be a kind of a path that was going to lead you down one road to something that's a little bit more along the lines of uh, like karma, like staying in a little bit longer of like a karmic cycle, or like, oh, it's like, have you learned these lessons? You know, if you haven't learned them, you know, so be brave and honest about what you really want and who you really want to be and what you really want for yourself coming up. And then you're also going to have a lesson that's a little bit more in line with your higher self and what you've kind of been wanting. So it's kind of like a situation where somebody's like, oh, it's like maybe you get a job opportunity that's like, oh wow, like I've really been wanting this. And at the same time, the job where you are now is like, hey, we're going to give you a promotion if you stay here. And you're like, what should I do? Like, should I take this opportunity that I've kind of really been wanting to come in, but it's spontaneously and I'm not sure, like, am I ready for that? Or do I stay where I am and kind of progress where I am? So you got, I've had of like those kind of, it's giving me very like a career kind of energy. Woo! That is such a high pitch. The energy and the pressure in the room just like shifted. And I'm having, ooh, this is such a long piercing sound in my ear. Like, my goodness, that's a big thing. That's a big thing coming up here for you. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Make plans and focus. So hold this space for yourself. Turn inward, Hermit, retreat and recharge, okay? Like, it's okay to take the time that you need to really go inside and meditate. To really go inside and meditate, get grounded, okay? And make these plans and focus. So that's two different cards, like your dreams and a practical plan, and make these plans and focus on those. And set your goals. Set goals and reach them for yourself, okay? Don't be scared about this. Spirit is saying. Be open to healing information is on the bottom of the deck, okay, with that Medicine Guardian. That pitch just now stopped in my ear. That was so loud for so long. Wow. Yeah, that is a big energy shift here around this. Around that energy. All right, well, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my new and old subscribers. As usual, thank you guys so much. Let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below, okay? Check out, as always, the links in the description box down below as well, where it's my contact information, or the link to my second channel, or the link to any of my online shops where you can purchase any of the decks that I make and everything like that. Thank you to everyone who likes, who shares, who donates, who tips to the channel, who purchases any of those decks. I really appreciate you guys, or that reaches out to get a personal reading from me. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you like the content, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, or join the tribe if you feel called to, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here with me today, and I will see you lovelies in the next one. Bye!